welcome to another exciting news. After fans expressed their confusion, a hidden emblem on Meghan Markle's shoe sole was clarified. Please, before we continue, kindly take a minute of your time to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Meghan Markle is well renowned for her sense of style and is frequently photographed donning the flashiest of garbs. But one pair of shoes has folks perplexed, since they saw a peculiar sign, but no one knew what it represented. Despite the fact that Meghan Markle is a global fashion icon because to her amazing sense of style, many people are baffled by the shoes she wore when she paid her respects to the Queen. The Duchess of Sussex joined the rest of the royal family this week at the Palace of Westminster dressed all in black, including a pair of understated yet chic heels. As she exited the funeral and gave a deep bow to the late monarch's casket, curious onlookers spotted a strange emblem on the bottom of her shoes. The three straight and one curved lines that overlap each other, leaving many to question if they were a personalized or perhaps even heartfelt tribute to her husband's grandmother. Fashion experts quickly understood the true meaning of the P and A symbols though. Paul Andrew, a high-end fashion designer from Berkshire who now sells his pricey shoes out of New York, is the creator of the traditional shoes. It is widely believed that she is donning his pumped-up heels, which she previously worn for a royal engagement in Ireland before she and Henry left their senior royal roles for a new life in the US. In addition to a black dress, coat, and cap, Meghan wore heels. She also wore a pair of pearls and diamond earrings that the monarch gave her before their first joint engagement in 2018 as a touching tribute to the Queen. She resembled the ones the Queen herself wore to the event quite a bit. The two royal ladies joked and laughed as they sat next to each other at a number of engagements in Chester after taking the overnight royal train there. Meghan traveled to Westminster Hall with her husband Prince Henry and other members of the royal family as the Queen's casket made its final trip from Buckingham Palace. During the procession, she rode in a car next to the Countess of Wessex, while Kate, the new Princess of Wales, sat in a different vehicle with the Queen consort Camilla. When news of the Queen's serious illness came while Meghan and Harry were traveling in Europe, the Duke hurried to Balmoral to be with his family. Since leaving the UK in 2020, they have performed a number of engagements, including their first. As they joined Kate and William for a walkabout in Windsor, where they appeared to put months of tensions and turmoil aside to unite and grieve, all eyes were on the couple. William reportedly invited his younger brother to accompany him on the planned expedition, which was held not far from Frogmore Cottage, where the Sussex family is residing during the period of sorrow. In another news, Meghan Markle always had an objective to get out of the royal family, and we were played. Author Valentine Lowe, who writes on the royal family, discussed Meghan Markle's goals for the royal family on Mel Plus's Palace Confidential. In May 2018, Meghan Markle formally became a member of the royal family. She and Prince Henry will both retire from senior royal roles in 2020. Royal staff felt they were played, according to Mr. Lowe, the author of the royal book Courtiers. Many people speculated that Meghan had plans to leave the royal firm before the Duke and Duchess of Sussex announced their departure in January 2020. Mr. Lowe replied to the broadcaster Joe Elvin. The royal staff will claim that we were duped. Mrs. Evans inquired, "How so?" To which she responded, "They believe that Meghan constantly had a plan to leave." Mr. Lowe replied to the broadcaster Joe Evan, "The royal staff would claim that we were duped." Mrs. Evan inquired, "How so?" To which he responded, "They believe that Meghan constantly had a plan to leave." Prior to their announcement, added him. They had given it their best and had worked extremely hard to make it work, but they encountered difficulties and felt mistreated. Host The Royal Report. In a recent podcast episode, Jack Royston and Kristen Menzer explored the Tina Brown's book, The Palace Papers. One phrase from Tina's book that particularly jumped out to me, Kristen, is when she claims that the royals were aware that Harry was leaving. Mr. Royston remarked. In the episode, Mrs. Brown said that the family might have known as early as summer 2019. He continued, Mrs. Brown gave the idea that they might have anticipated coming possible even years, much longer back than that. Mr. Royston continued. Thanks for